So today's video is sponsored by Tokyotreat Sakuraco. Their goal is to, of course, as I'm sure everybody already knows by now, to share their experience of Japan from the comfort of your home. That way you don't have to hop on no planes, no travel, pay these crazy import fees that are just absolutely bananas. You get to just experience it all from the comfort of your living room. Tokyotreat is a monthly pop Japanese snack box subscription where you will get a total of 20 exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. So this is up to 20 of these, okay? So up to 20 things. Sakuraco is a monthly authentic Japanese snack subscription box that supports local Japanese snack makers. Each box comes with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and special Japanese tableware. So this month's Tokyotreat theme is called the Snacktacular Christmas. My goodness. Christmas in Japan is really one of the happiest and yummiest times of the year. I mean, I guess the same could be said about North America as well. I'm just saying, guys. Christmas in Japan is really one of the happiest and yummiest times of the year, and Tokyotreat team is thrilled to bring you a taste of amazing holiday flavors through a Snacktacular Christmas, hence the name, packed with a special edition box full of your favorite snacks stamped with Santa's approval, like the Kit Kat strawberry chocolate cake, Christmas kokuto donut, Christmas cake gummies, Christmas crunch mix, and many more. Whereas Sakuraco this month has the holidays in Hokkaido. Discover the beauty of the winter in Hokkaido, one of the more northern parts of Japan where snow covers everything. Hokkaido is a very peaceful and inviting place to live and visit. Celebrate the winter seasons through the authentic Japanese snacks curated by Sakuraco team, like milk chocolate cookie, milk mochi, Hokkaido butter cookie, and it all pairs wonderfully with the matcha genmaichi tea. And this month's tableware item is the indigo yuzu dish. More on that in a few minutes.
To start off, we have a new place that I got a box from. Kind of weird, right? Where in the world did this come from? So we have some Tokyotreat. What? Okay, so Tokyotreat has decided to sponsor this video, so shout out to Tokyotreat, or at least in part sponsor it, and Sakuraco. So let's show you guys what we got from them. So, hashtag Tokyotreat right here. We have us some Hokkaido family styled snack boxes, and I gotta say, I've seen Tokyotreat and Sakuraco and other videos before from other YouTubers, and I was like, man, Tokyotreat does look pretty good, but I just don't know if I ever want to make that kind of a plunge. I gotta say, I wish I did it sooner. We got a cat right there. I've got a cat that looks very similar to this. Very similar cat at home. If you got a cat like this, you can't back out. So this is it looks like their December box here. You can see some Pikachu stuff, some contests. One of my favorite things about Tokyotreat and Sakuraco is they have a little bit of a breakdown. Holidays in Hokkaido here, and they tell you what they have. So all these different little treats and snacks from Japan that you're like, man, I really wish I could eat my manga while I read my Japanese treats. Well, right here you go. You could do the reading on the Japanese treats right here, okay? It's perfect. They've got a little funny story in this one called How the Colonel Stole Christmas. I thought that was hilarious. It looks like they one day did, or maybe they still do it. They sell turkey because it was sold out on Christmas Day. And so this is a pretty fun little pamphlet here that comes with it, and it shows you a whole bunch of Japan things. And you can see this weird cake thing that I have here too. And I'm just gonna show you guys real quickly a few of these treats. This one looks good. It's got like a potato thing there. A lot of strawberry themed stuff in this month's box. These are some crackers, as I understand it. That looks cool. It says Merry Christmas. Not sure what that's about. We also have, this is probably my most anticipated thing, the Kit Kat strawberry cake. Wow, right? A bigger guy like me, I'm all over that. My wife doesn't seem to like it, but when I look at it, it seems like there's just a bunch of mini Kit Kats in here, and on the inside is cake. Sounds pretty good to me. I'm still gonna eat that. And we also have some, like, I don't even know, potato chips? Pure potato, it says on it. A few other things here as well. Candies, things like that. Spicy ramen right here. A little drink for when you get thirsty from eating all those crackers. Thanks for snacking all the way at the bottom. It says very nice, classy stuff. And again, you know, to show them their thanks and to make sure they keep on sending Man Manga Boy some boxes, be sure to sign up using code MAN. I know they didn't use the Man Manga part, they just put MAN. I do want to show off a little bit more with the Sakuraco box. I really like this box, but there's one more that they sent me here, which was really cool. This is the Sakuraco box. It is gold. Holy shit, right? Gold, Japanese artisan snack box, made in Japan, carefully crafted. All of the good stuff, that's what it says on there anyways. We'll open this up. I feel like a lot of YouTubers don't show off these boxes, so I was really surprised to see it. We have a little bit of a note from the founder of Sakuraco here. Definitely a nice note. You know, it tells us how winter always reminds them kind of Hokkaido's winter. Hokkaido is a place that me and my wife really wanted to go to when we were traveling and planning out our, we were planning out our honeymoon. So I was really looking forward to going to Hokkaido. However, COVID made Japan still in lockdown, so we were unable to go to that. Again, Sakuraco has a nicer, kind of more premium style to it, in my opinion, compared to Tokyotreat, though they both are sublime. You can see here that there are a little bit of these more artsy and interesting, inspired, I guess I could say, pictures here and there, little boxes, and I really like how they take all these nice pictures of Hokkaido. Makes me feel like I should book a plane ticket right now. You can see there's cows there. We got cows here, and a few of their treats are obviously a little bit different too, which is great. So signing up for Sakuraco, you know, for the nice kind of like, what's the word for it? Classy night in. You've got that Urasawa book, you got your tea, you know you're gonna grab a nice Sakuraco box. You're reading Naruto, Boruto, Dragon Ball, you pull out the trash can, you know, you're just in a junk foodie kind of a mood. You take out some Tokyotreat, eat some potato chips, some Kit Kat, at least that's how I envision it. This one's got a little lollipop, that looks cool, a little matcha, I probably. And we also have, oh, wasabi peas too. We also have this little dish here, which my wife was like, oh, I've seen these before. I hope there's a cup. Well, we got a little dish. It looks very nice here. I am going to break it probably one day, but it's made in Japan, it says right on it. So again, thank you so much to Tokyotreat. Please check out my affiliate links down below if you're interested in signing up to Sakuraco or Tokyotreat. They also have a few other box companies, which I think they're box companies I wasn't aware of down below. I will send you those links. And again, if you're just browsing the website on, you know, from their websites, use code MAN at checkout. You'll get a little discount, I think, probably. You'll help the channel out a little bit. And not only that, but you'll also be getting some premium snacks, some wonderful, immersive Japanese fun time for home, friends, and family. I hope you guys enjoy your orders, and let's continue on with some unboxing. So here we are once again, another manga box here to open up from Crunchyroll. Still coming at us from Grimes, so let's open up. One of my favorite things to do in this channel is to actually have my razor blade right next to me right before I hit the start button, and then wouldn't you know it, immediately lose it. Just completely don't know where it went, and have to open the boxes. And again, slip. I don't like those slips. I guess I don't like just getting one book. Why you two? This is typical right stuff. Crunchyroll right stuff. This isn't like new behavior. I can't blame that on right stuff. Or Crunchyroll. Another one from Grimes. Open them up. Hopefully this is like the most obnoxious sound ever. I have to imagine I was right, unless I was very kind in the editing process and I just totally like down the sound levels. What the fuck? Okay, you guys think they put enough cardboard in here? Could have made room for some other books. No? Okay. I get it. You want to keep them safe, but like... Jeez. Like, really? Okay. Let's keep rolling. We got one more box to open up. And then we'll show you guys what we won. So this is box 4 out of 5, so you know I got more coming. Oh man. I actually have a bunch of like smaller boxes off to the side, and I'm like thinking, should probably just open those because it's probably one manga. If that was just like 4, there's a few boxes over there which I'm sure are all just one. Like Crunchyroll, like really, you gotta just send me one. You gotta send me 5 boxes with one book. Like, my stuff wasn't perfect with that either, but like, I don't think I've ever got that many. Just at one go. On the same day they came in 2. Oh, okay. Okay. So we changed up our packing job a little bit. Either that or they taped it upside down. This side down. Well, this is better. They did better. I like this is good. Smart move, Crunchyroll. I like this a lot. That was a nice job. All right, let me just real quick take these out and go through them, and then we are going to break down what we have here in today's order. We have some really cool stuff actually that are pre-orders, so I'm very excited to go through some of these. So as always, we're gonna just show you guys the covers and the spines, backs, that kind of a thing of the volumes I got to start with. After we go through these and you guys have a chance to kind of digest what we have here, you're gonna see me break down and open up the books so we can go through the art, and so you can get an idea of how everything looks with the art here. This one I've been pretty curious to try out because I've been a big fan of the main series. This is, I think, not written by the same author or drawn by the same author, but I could be wrong there. I think it's like drawn by one of their assistants or something like that. Maybe just a really long time crazy fan. Is this just, oh, 2. Okay, volume 2. Got it. I was like, is that just one volume? Asadora. This is a series I've been really slacking. I should probably catch up on my Naoki Urasawa arts. Oh. They just made this an all-in-one. Alright, that's cool. I heard like nothing but good things about the series. It's supposed to be super messed up. So hopefully I have nightmares after reading it. JJK. The anime is popping. That arc, the Shibuya incident, people are like, they're getting it. They're like, so this is what those manga people were talking about. Oh my god. Wow. I can't believe I waited this long for that. Kaiju number 8. Volume 8. I love it when that happens. Oh, that's gold. Saga of Tiny the Evil 21. This series I am like super behind on. I really have just been getting the ones that come out. I should get the ones at the beginning. Dark Gathering Volume 4. Looks like somebody's getting married or dying. I don't know what those flowers would mean, right? Do you guys? So What I'm Spider to the Kumoko Sisters, Volume 6. This is the last volume. No more spin-off for the Kumoko Sisters. It's done. It's over. Oshinoko. We have Kana on the front here. Very interesting. Volume 4. Adam at the beginning. Volume 6. It's kind of a origin tale of Astro Boy, or a prequel rather to it, which is good because Astro Boy has so many different origins that even the creator doesn't know which one's the right one. So that's always an interesting tale. We have Wano, Gear 5, front and center. Very cool. This is pretty much the end of Wano. Wow, that's kind of a bit of a spoiler, but it's very cool at the back here, the 4 emperors now. Interesting stuff that they would be put in there, but I'm glad to have that in color on my collection. Down to Dawn Volume 5. Big fan of this series. Wow, that's an awesome back cover. Helk Volume 6. If you guys didn't know this about Helk, it's actually one long continuous kind of banner. So you put the covers all side by side and it creates one big image.
Those I think are pretty cool, but I kind of prefer it on the spines because, I mean, how often do you lay out your volumes flat like this? I'm pretty much just for unboxing to my end, so We Can't Communicate Volume 27. Wow, this is still going on, huh? Okay, okay, it must be doing really good. Black Clover Volume 33. This series is like totally slept on. Looks like we're entering the final arc here. Definitely a good time to pick it up. Spy Family Volume 10. I have been a big fan of Spy Family, obviously. Reincarnated as a Girl. This is screwed up as Reincarnated as a Girl in Another World, Volume 9. I've only read one volume of it. This series comes out with one volume every month. I liked it, but I did not realize it was going to be such a fast-paced series like that. Tokyo Aliens Volume 5. This series is a lot of fun. Kind of reminds me of like Men in Black or Jackie Chan Adventures, if you ever watched those when you were younger or currently. Higurashi When They Cry Go comic anthology. So this is not the next volume in it. This is just a bunch of different stories in it. Interesting. Because there's only like 3 volumes out, right? So how is there already an anthology of Go? Whatever. Fairy Tail The 100-Year Quest, Volume 14. I've noticed this is picking up a lot of steam lately. I can kind of gauge when things are picking up steam because I will see them more on my like Reddit and Facebook and like attempting to spoil me. So I've been seeing a lot of images of the dragons in this series, which is cool. The whole main thing is like the dragons, at least from what I've gathered. Oh shoot, Noblesse Volume 1. So this is a webtoon. It was very popular when I was a youth in like high school and college. So I never read it. I'm happy to have it. I read like maybe one chapter. I shouldn't say never read it. I read a little bit of it. Tokyo Revengers Volume 15 and 16. I'm like super behind in Tokyo Revengers. Pretty good series though so far. 7C's probably one of their better releases. They did a good job with this one for sure. Blade of the Immortal Volume 10. Not entirely certain how many more there are off the top of my head. This goes up to Volume 30, so I mean I would think we're getting pretty close. I got this beautiful, well we'll do that last. We got Sino Alice. This is by Yoko Taro, Volume 5. This is a fat volume. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but the mobile game that this is based on actually closed down a few years back, and when it closed down, the only way to see the ending was actually to delete your save. And Yoko Taro, if you haven't played like Nier or anything like that, is or like Drakengard, very common practice for him to do this. He forces you, in order to like get the ending, delete all of your hard work. And it's not like a gimmick. And I think you can back up your save if you do some like tomfoolery. You certainly go with Drakengard because you can just copy your memory card over. But I think it's a little bit harder now with the PlayStation 4 and 5. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Tekken King Creed, the 30th anniversary edition. So glad I waited to get this series. It's like I've never been happier to not get a series until now. We're gonna crack this open, but this is a hardcover book by Viz Sig. Probably one of Viz's best releases, in my opinion. This is the backside. This is an all-in-one, so you won't be getting multiple volumes of this, but you can see the art is blown up. It is super clean. I don't know how they cleaned this up, but they did some sort of like trickery. They took a fucking vacuum here, cleaned up all the noise, because this is sharp. I really enjoy how this is. I don't know much about Tekken King Creed, but I do know that it is by Taiyo Matsumoto. I'm almost positive I watched this movie when I was younger, but I don't remember a lot of it. I remember it being about, oh, he's tugging on his dick. I remember it being about a bunch of kids who are like poor and they kind of are just trying to survive in this kind of messed up world. There are a few color pages in here, so that's really cool. Oh, there's sex too. Nice. It wasn't even wrapped, so like I didn't know there was none of those in here. But yeah, so I've been excited to get this series because everybody talks so highly of it, but also because once I saw that this was announced, man, was this looking good. So I'm not going to show off anything of Blade of the Immortal or Alice because I have a feeling that this is really fucked up on the inside. I try not to show off anything that's wrapped, so you guys didn't know, because there's a higher chance of inappropriate content from YouTube. Tokyo Revengers 15 and 16 here, so let's just give you guys a little scan through here so you can get an idea how the art looks. I feel like everybody knows something about Tokyo Revengers by this point. It's one of those stories where
It's about, you know, the youth of Japan when they were in their gang wars and motorcycle gangs, kind of like GTO, except a lot more serious than GTO is. There's like one color page at the beginning, typically of the second volume that this covers. But yeah, this series covers a man who has his regrets from when he was in his youth and wants to go back in time to kind of change who he was and also help kind of solve some murders that happened. Because the world just ain't right. And he wants to save the life of one of the girls he's loved and he kind of lost connections with. Noblesse, Volume 1. Again, this is a webtoon. Ooh, this is a tough one to open. I pretty much only know this is about vampires. This is a lot of white space, and the paper quality is not nearly as good as it is in Solo Leveling. So that's a shame. So much white. Like, what the heck? I didn't expect that. And the paper quality really isn't that great. So hopefully the story is. But yeah, so I'm kind of bummed out by getting this one. I hope the paperback volume is better. Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest. Story is by Hiramashima, but the art is by Atsuo Ueda. So this mainly covers the dragons, okay? So we're focusing on the dragons here that the Dragon Slayers are related to, where they went, and how they're like dragon gods are like functioning right now, I guess. You can tell I'm kind of like talking out my butt a little bit here because I'm just remembering that they went on the 100-year quest at the end, and the quest is said to take like 100 years to complete it, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it and not die somehow in old age. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they will. Again, this is an anthology of Higurashi Go. I guess multiple authors are going to have written in here. Maybe. I don't see... Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can see some different authors here. I don't know if you recognize any of these authors. I don't. So maybe I'm just out of touch with the time. Or maybe it's just... that I just don't know those people. I don't know. Tokyo Aliens, again, this series is super good. Oh, this is one of those like kind of shitty Shanghai prints where it's like really hard to open up. So yeah, this series is kind of a murder mystery. I definitely enjoy it, like I was saying before. Similar to like Jackie Chan or Men in Black. If you watch those cartoons, they have like this secret underground base. They have this really sick technology where they fight aliens. And they try to keep them out of Japan after their visa expires. I know the aliens have visas. Yes, most aliens are good, but every once in a while, bad aliens come by to ruin it for everybody. Couple of frickin' scumbags, am I right? Dark Gathering Volume 4. This series will give you freaking nightmares. It is super scary. The manga is far behind the anime by this point, but it is super scary. You can see there's blood everywhere, typically. You can see that there's these dark, spooky images, typically. You can see... I saw a really... You can see a scary grandma. Like, no thank you, please. So definitely worth checking out this series if you are into horror manga. You think Junji Ito's creepy? If you don't know what the heck you're talking about, Junji Ito, okay? That's it. Dark Gathering. This is it. This is the spooky shit. You wanna... Oh, and this isn't like a defect or anything. This is just the art. But yeah, you want to see some spooky shit. You read Dark Gathering. Saga Tane the Evil. This is about somebody who's isekai'd into like this Nazi-ass Germany-like World War II scenario where they can use magic, but the god there doesn't like let them be good at magic, so she hates the god and she just shits on them. But you can see that there's tons of explosions. It's super good. I definitely recommend checking out the anime first and then hopping over to the manga from there, because I really thought I was not gonna like it. I'm not a big fan of wars, World War II or anything like that, so this really rubbed me the wrong way. Then I watched it and I was fucking hooked. Kaiju number 8, I love it. This series has been amazing. Great action, great storytelling, really relatable character, maybe because I'm older and he's older, but just been having a complete blast with it. He's somebody who can transform into a kaiju, and then he uses that power to fight kaiju. He can turn into it at will, but he's starting to lose control of his kaiju form when he does it. JJK. Do I even need to explain it? We're in the culling arc right now, and it is absolutely nuts. Sorcerers are being brought back to life that are killed from histories in the past and everything like that, and all the best are fighting to become number one.
in this nice game that somebody set up, and they have to shut it down. But I gotta tell you, this has been one of those arcs, man. So I don't think it's quite as good as Shibuya arc, but this is good. And the Shibuya incident, I mean, I've got still plenty of time to read through the culling arc, so maybe I'm gonna change my mind. But like, wow, it is good so far. So Taco Piece Original Sin, I don't know really anything about this series other than it's like kind of messed up. Well, kind of. I heard it's super messed up. And so, yeah, how exciting to read it. This was on Jump Plus. Who can say what the heck happens here? This kid has blood and shit all over him. I don't even know. So yeah, I'm excited to read through this. I've heard nothing but good things about it when it was coming out. So yeah. Asadora Volume 7 by Naoki Urasawa. Do you need to know anything else? Oh, okay, fine. I'll tell you. There's kaiju and mechs in it. How about that? That should be plenty, I would think. So yeah, definitely check out this series if any of that sounds interesting to you. If it doesn't sound interesting to you, I do have to wonder how you got involved in manga, because that's a pretty big gateway drug for most of us. Persona 4 Arena Ultimix Volume 2. So this just adapts the story from the arena fighting game, Arena Ultimix. Yeah, so probably I would check out the manga instead of the fighting game. Unless you really like fighting games, Arena Ultimix is actually quite a good fighting game, surprisingly not. It's by Arxis Works, so that's largely why it's good. But yeah, definitely worth checking out the series if you're a fan of the main story of the game. With Chatatelia Kitchen, this is a cooking spin-off, kind of in the same vein of, you know, family... with Emiya, Family Cooking Night, or whatever it was called. You can see here that it's got little recipes for the witch bean soup. I don't know, the art looks pretty darn close to the main art, but just a little bit extra cutesy. So it is most likely done by Kamui Shirama's assistant. Like Sato is probably her assistant, is my guess. Yeah, so very cool. Robotic Notes. So this is from the same author as Steingate. Well, the manga probably isn't, but the company 5PB is. Supposedly these all seem kind of the same universe. What's his name? Dalmaru's in here? Damaru? I can't remember how to say his name anymore. It's been years since I last looked at his name. Domaru? You know, the big tech guy. He's in this manga. There is, of course, a manga. There's an anime. There's a video game. And that's where it's all kind of based off of, is the video game, from what I understand. I don't know much about this series. But yeah, I'm excited to read through it and have a good time. This is, of course, Volume 1 out of a multi-volume series. There are a few other ones, like Chaos Child. And Chaos Head is also a another story in that same universe. Chojin X Volume 4, this series by the same author as Tokyo Ghoul. It has been pretty okay, you know, so far. It hasn't been, like, amazing, but I'm really hopeful that it does change to amazing. Definitely like it. People turned into Chojin are superhumans that are kind of like hybrid animal creatures. So the main character here is a vulture. He has sweet wings apparently now. That's really cool. And some really messed up things happen. I would say if you like Tokyo Ghoul, it's worth checking out, to say the least. My Dress Up Darling, Parental Advisory, Explicit Content, and Wrapped. Yeah, I'm going to just not open that one today. This is script by Reincarnated as a Girl in Another World, Volume 9. You can see a few pages through here. It just seems like this girl was this person was reincarnated as a girl who was in the slave trade and was a sex worker, and then all of a sudden when she died, this guy took over her body and awoken like some angelic or godly powers that she has hidden dormant in her, and is able to kind of go from there. Spy Family Volume 10. Looks like we get a bit of Lloyd's flashback here. Thank goodness! I'm a big fan of Lloyd. I really wish more of his backstory would show up. I also really like, you know, his wife. You know, there's no reason why she's not in here more, in my opinion. We get mostly Lloyd stuff, or Anya, and we get the least amount about his wife. Yor, so it's like, I don't get why. Let me show you guys the picture of them so you can figure it out. Yor is the one I'm talking about. She gets the least screen time. Her brother gets more than her, probably, I feel like. Or at least the least development. Lloyd gets the second most, and Anya gets the most. I really like Anya's stories a lot, so I can kind of understand that. But I do wish Yor got a little bit more of the spotlight. Bond, of course, being the dog, gets, you know, the main character role pretty much throughout the whole thing. So Black Clover Volume 33, we can see here that, oh, it looks like Yami's getting fucked up. Looks like we're fighting devils. We are in the the time skip mode here, I believe. So yeah, exciting stuff. If you are a fan of Black Clover, you know, definitely a wild arc it looks like. Excited to read through Black Clover. I read through up to the Elf arc, and I really should just, you know, start over in my opinion. We Can't Communicate. I really don't know why this is wrapped. I didn't ever know that this was such a series that needed to be wrapped, but okay. Help! This series is a lot of fun. It's about a character who is human and he wants to destroy the humans, and the main characters who is the demon lords or demon like generals are like, are you really trying to help us, or are you actually just, you know, for humans and you're trying to stop us? And so they have to figure it out. One of the girls is very confident that he is against demons, but he says he hates humans and he wants to kill them all. And so most demons are like, yeah, he sounds like a good guy. Like, didn't you hear what he said? He said he hates humans. Like, let's let him join us. He's super strong. And he used to be a hero and he killed like a demon general, whatever. It's pretty funny. Time to Down Volume 5. He's got a GG shirt on. That's pretty fun too. This series is about aliens and ghosts and ghouls, and they all kind of come together in this wild time. This series has been totally insane, random, hilarious. I love every bit of it. I strongly recommend checking it out if you're at all a fan of Japanese things. And since you're on this channel, I have to say you probably are. One Piece, Volume 104. Again, we are at the end of Wano. My God. And so this is going to start the next arc of Reverie, I suppose. Well, I don't think it goes right into Reverie, right? They get off of Wano, which is where it looks like this ends at, or right before they get off of Wano. And then we go into not Punkhazard, jeez, man. We go into Vegapunk's island, Egg. Smart Egg, Weather Egg. Oh shit, I can't remember the name of it. The reason why I can't remember the name of it, we haven't been there in forever in the manga, is because we did a Reverie, we did the Kuma flashback, we do everything except hang out in the arc we're in. It's like Egghead Island, I think is what it's called. But it's like you gotta be kidding me. This is the arc, right? Is the arc Egghead Island, or is the arc Flashback Island and World Building Island? I don't mind those things, but I have to wonder. I don't know what Luffy looks like anymore. It's been months since I've seen Luffy. The Strongest Saint of the Weakest Crest, Volume 15. This series has been, you know, pretty good. Oh my God, it's another one of those cheap prints from Hong Kong. Nope, Canada. Like, this is printed in Canada. It's like super tightly bound. I have a hard time opening it. Oh, that looks cool. So mainly the main character here has reincarnated. He got to be the world's strongest in his world, but he's like, no, I could have reached a level before if I was born with a different crest. He's born with that crest in the future as he uses the spell to reincarnate himself, and when he does that, everybody thinks that crest is the weakest. He's like, you guys are stupid. It starts off the weakest, but it's actually the strongest one. And so he's OPAF, and he's trying to get the world back to normal and bring humans back to their rightful spot of being strong. Apparently demons have corrupted the humans to think that, you know, being strong is bad or something like that. You know, they're like telling them all the wrong things to do. Like, listen, you want to be a YouTuber, here's what you do. You never upload any video, okay? Maybe once a month at most, okay? Just to let them know you're still alive. And then you don't respond to any comments, you don't promote at all. You know, that's what they're telling them, like all bad advice. So it's pretty fun. Adam Volume 6, this series, again, prequel to Astro Boy. A lot of popularity amongst Astro Boy right now due to Pluto. I would say that if you liked Pluto, you should not check out Astro Boy. This seems like something that's a little bit more aged appropriately. Astro Boy's kind of poorly aged. It's difficult to kind of read through because of how things were written back in the day, but it is... Some stories are really good. Most stories are not that good. I would say not worth buying and reading, but Adam definitely is. Oshinoko Volume 4. This has been a fun kind of murder mystery story. I didn't expect that when I got into it. I thought it would be just a look into the pop world and how the pop world can kind of stink too sometimes, but it is not really that, is it? But it is a lot of fun. I definitely enjoy checking it out. The main character kind of reminds me a little bit of Light. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. So yeah, definitely worth checking out if for some reason you haven't yet. I mean, what are you, the one out of like 10 million people who are watching this deep into a video and you haven't checked out Oshinoko at some point? Like, come on. Really? And lastly, So I'm a Spider, So What? The Daily Lives of the Kumoko Sisters, Volume 6. The final volume, so I'm not going to show you guys too much art here, just kind of reviewed the first few pages. Mostly just like a fun little spin-off, it seems like. I don't know much about it, but yes, that is it. I did want to touch on Crunchyroll real quick. You can see I got my C4, my computer all built up. So Crunchyroll sent me tons of boxes recently, which is really wild. Like, too many boxes for one person to possibly even like digest. And so that was excellent of them. I still don't know really how many more to expect. They didn't send me any shipping labels or anything like that, or any like shipping notifications, I guess is the better word to say it. They don't like what's the word for it? Most of my orders on the Red Stuff website that's Legacy are like under the banner that says it's too much orders, despite there being less than 50 orders in them, 50 items. So I can't tell you what hasn't shipped and what has shipped, which is really annoying since I don't have the shipping emails. And then also on top of that, their deals were better than I anticipated, their bundles for their Black Friday. So I kind of filmed that. These are like going to go up like a few days apart, but I filmed my last video like a week ago. So that was better. Obviously today I liked their packaging better, so that was good too. But like still cautiously optimistic about what's happening here with Crunchyroll. I'm not saying you guys did an excellent job, terrific 180 after my last video. No, the sales are just a little bit better than I would have thought. They have more bundles like from Viz, Kodansha, and everything like that. I didn't think that they were going to have. Their website is still kind of sloppy, difficult to kind of go through. My orders, I don't think are ever going to go onto the Crunchyroll website at this point, so I don't know what I've ordered. I'm going to have to go through my emails, figure it out. I'm never going to know what was shipped to me or what wasn't unless I look at my catalog, which thank God I do catalog things on Goodreads, but like without it I would be totally screwed because there's no way to track what's came and what hasn't came at this point. And I can track what I've ordered because they did send an email when you buy things about what you purchased. I have 2 orders that were just randomly canceled. I guess this was maybe months ago. I don't know. They don't tell you when they were canceled. And one of them I think was recreated as an item that has $0 and it's empty. So I don't know what that is. It says it's in progress. Crunchyroll support still has been kind of dodgy and we still don't really know entirely what's happening. So, you know, not all good things happening, but better than I expected. So good for you, Crunchyroll. Do better. And again, special thanks to Tokyotreat, Sakuraco for sponsoring today's video. You know, don't forget to use MANMANGA code MAN, $5 off, or the link down below. Definitely consider, getting it for a friend. It's a, season for giving. You give the gifts. Gifts could be this box set. It's really quite good. Between when I opened the box and now, me and my wife had some. We loved it. Our favorite one was probably the Sakuraco box. But yes, definitely, maybe get it for a loved one, since it's the seasoning of giving, or maybe you're gonna just get it for yourself. Why not? Why not splurge a little bit of the holidays? And you can enjoy yourself some tea, a nice little dish, and then the little corn snacks I absolutely devoured back there as for yourself. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. Hopefully we get some more consistency with these unboxings, manga hauls, but we'll see you next time. Please like, comment, subscribe down below, and we'll see you hopefully pretty soon. Bye-bye.